What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Cryptodoctorz.com. Cryptodoctorz with a Z. Like, subscribe, check out our YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook. We have a lot of content on our website. This is not financial advice. This is just things that we've done in the past and are doing right now and believe in. We make mistakes, so you don't have to make them. Get 10% of everybody's ideas to form your own opinion. So on our website, obviously, we have all the different exchanges you go on to, some good videos. Join our newsletter. We will send out information to you as well. And also, of course, we want to promote all your things to get your cryptocurrency safe. Keep those cryptocurrencies safe. Definitely get your ledgers, your KEEPKEYs, your TREZORs. There's a black and white one on our webpage. So please, check that stuff out. And of course, we do have a YouTube channel. Check out our YouTube channel. We're posting a lot of videos, a lot of content in there. Once again, it's not what you should do, just things that we've done and mistakes that we've made. There's a lot of content in here. Look at the people I follow, as well as if you go on my playlist. If you click on playlist, you'll find some videos from my mentors. I'm going to post some things from my mentors of how to chart, how to read a chart, not what we do on a chart, but how majority of people do it and why everybody seems to be doing the same thing. That's the reason why things go up and down, because we all chart the same way. I know the topic of the day is, of course, that wonderful, they call it the super blue moon, blue blood moon, which actually the scientific name. It's a little different. It's a little tongue twister that a lot of people can't say. And it's pretty cool though. I guess they say it's about 152 years. Yeah, they call it the Syzygy, something like that, I believe it's called. But it's pretty cool. They're comparing it to, the scientist was just comparing it to it, saying that it's like a 16-inch pizza to a 15-inch pizza. So it's not too much of a big deal. They don't like to say super, because it's not super, because it happens. Super is only like supernovas, and then that's what they keep that word for, super. And then blue, it's not blue and it's not blood. So they say it's a moon and it's just a little bit bigger than before, and they called it that. Hence, they called it that name. So that's just today. Remember, wow, this year it's going by fast already. The month's already over, right? What's going on? What has transpired? You would think that. Well, let's go take a look at the markets and I'll show you. Of course, everybody likes to look at the coin market cap. You know, I know it's coin market cap, but I mean, seriously, some of these figures they're getting is just still so not right. They're getting still from other areas, and they're saying it's 10,000. It's not 10,000, so I think a little under that. Of course, Ethereum is holding on pretty good, pretty well, 1,110. That's pretty good considering that it wasn't too long ago that I saw it at 300 or 400. Ripple's still falling. Even the banks, I think that they're not using it, but still number 3. Okay, you can look at the, see, 506. That's crazy. 506, and of course BTC. Bitcoin has 33% of the market. All right, just going down, looking at some stuff. 161. Let's look at our ICX. As you know, I'm not telling you guys what to buy, but the icon went down. Of course, it would come down on the 29th. Buying the rumor, selling the news, it goes along with everything. Look at list, 22%. Yeah, and there's a, you can see, you can go on your own, yeah, I know. The whole thing was Tether. Everybody was talking about that Tether. Look at Tether, 0.99%. Or, sorry. You gotta really keep your zeros in there and your decimal points, because that means a lot. If you're not doing that, you definitely have to put that in there. That cents means everything in the world. That dot means everything in the world. If you put it in the wrong place, and then it means totally something else. Hopefully you're seeing this video. I think my OBS is lagging a little bit. But the whole thing when I want to talk today on a couple things besides that that Tether is what actually is everybody talking about, like what was the big deal on the Tether. So I was looking at the E-Trade thing, how people keep cash. When you buy stocks and stuff like that, you don't just go there and buy stocks right away, right? You transfer your money over, and you put it into an account, and let's say E-Trade will use, for example, and it's a cash account. So they'll put it on the side for you. What do they use? It's almost like it's like a, sort of speak, like a tether. So they'll put that on the side, and when you're ready to use it, your cash is there. You can go ahead and use it for different things. And this is, I was just looking this up, what E-Trade had to say about it, about the power of the cash accounts like that. It's obviously cash, you can do whatever you want with it, right? And I think you used to earn a little bit of percentage. Don't quote me now on that, but you used to earn a little percentage of that. So the whole thing with Tether is, I guess they got subpoenaed, and it was in December, but this word I got, somehow the word just got out right now to everybody right now, that they're subpoenaed. They want to see what's going on with this manipulation of the market or whatnot, or whatever their real true reasons why the subpoena was there. But I could see that when I was on some of the exchanges, they do have Tether. I put my money on the side. I was like, wow, is that really just for a cash account, or is it for like a coin? How would they do this? Because it's decentralized, you know. You have centralization like E-Trade. You put your money in there, your money's insured. It goes into almost like a savings account, kind of. For them, their savings, so they put it aside. Other exchanges, see, that's why it's foggy right now. You know, they created a coin and to put your cash in to use, but like, did they create too many coins? Is there enough money really in there? Is that manipulation of the market? How much manipulation is that on the Bitcoin price, you know? So when they got subpoenaed, everybody panicked, of course. So they say. There could be other things going on too right now. That's one of the things I was like, well, why don't we just put it on the side and hold your money there? Why do you have to use Tether? You know, so there's a lot of scamish things that I still see when when exchanges like that. And even Coinbase does some funny things too. I mean, they're making so much money off of fees. It's not funny. So that's why I suggest try to do Robinhood, see how Robinhood works a little bit. I'm waiting for my clearance here for Robinhood. I know a lot of people are waiting for their clearance too. So that's that on the Tether real fast in a nutshell. I wanted to show you guys again my chart. Now it's really, like they say, it's really hard to chart cryptocurrency. Most people think you can chart it using TradingView or wherever you want to do the Coinbase ones or whatever you're looking at charting, you're trying to chart that. It's really hard because first off, it's a cryptocurrency, it's not stock, and it's 24/7 trading, and it's around the world, and it's with all the different coins out there, a lot of them are BS. There's billion-dollar evaluations for stuff that doesn't barely have a white paper. So there's so much manipulation and so much BS that of course there's gonna be a lot of FUD, right? Fear, uncertainty, doubt. So this is just the one I look at. If you go to stockcharts.com, which I love, they just don't do all the cryptocurrencies, which is retarded. I'm thinking about changing that and having my own charting platform. If you go to $NYXBT, that's the XBT futures. This is the one I could trade that's more reliable that I can see than charting your regular stocks. Of course, how are you going to chart? How am I going to chart my NEO? How am I going to chart my Ripple, Jeff? How am I going to chart ICX? You probably want to go in TradingView and check that out, type that in. But this is just a learning. This is like the main daddy, the learning experience, so you could chart your own. So I'm looking at, of course, the blue line and the red line. The blue line, this line right here, is the 50-day moving average, and the red line is the 100-day moving average. Okay, so that's the 100-day moving average. Hopefully this is working right now too. It looks like it. Okay. Yeah, 50-day moving average. Okay. Hopefully that's working right there. You would see me on there. Okay, so the 50-day moving average, it looks like 12,966. 100-day moving average is 9,125. So 9,100. So we're staying between those two. We're at the bottom, actually the bottom range. It looks like we're at just about 10,000 right now, just under. I like to be above that, but we're not. Still downward trending, as you see. These are the highs, right? 18, 16, 11. Then of course our lows, 11, 7, 9, 5. So we're making lower lows too. Nothing has changed. As you can see, it's still the same things going on. I think, you always look at your 3 resistance, which is the top, and you look at your 3 supports, which is the bottom. So yeah, your resistance, obviously mental should be 10. Then of course it'll be 12, 13, I'll say 11, 3, right? 12,000 mental, then you can go on the 13 and 15 mentals, and then you can go on that 16, 18 and blue skies. And where your support looks like should have been at 10,000 mental, and if it's not, then it's I won't come over to the 100-day, but I'll go 95. Okay, 94 and 91. You're not supposed to go back, but I think that's just one of those ones we hit. You can see over here at 94, and I'll hit 95. Hopefully you can see these numbers here. I know my OBS is a little slow, playing around with settings still. So if you look on the bottom, MACD, the black line and the red line still cross it, and then of course the selling a little bit. That's why it wasn't, it looks like a roller coaster ride on down there on the black and red lines. So that's why I wasn't too sold on that. I said that's only good news I could see, excuse me, at that time. And of course your RSI is still oversold. Still downward trend, you guys. You can do whatever you want. This is the time to buy. I always buy in the dips, they say. But I mean, how far can we go? I mean, if we don't hold on to this mental 10, obviously 95. Don't hold that 95. Look out below, because we'll go to that. Yeah, if we don't hold on that 95, it'll be 91 the 100-day. It doesn't do the 100-day. Watch out. 65 is going to come really fast. 65 is going to be really, really fast. That's just a little bit of my chart. This chart's always right. And I want to show you guys some stuff too that I learned. So if you look on the stock market, DIA, for Dow Jones Industrial, right? Well, I hope I did that right too. If you look on the Dow Jones was telling me that things were going to move and then things were going to go down. And last week, you could see, God, it's so slow, how things were going to go up, then things were going to pull back. And when I saw that, look at this chart. If you think Bitcoin is a bubble, they say, oh, Bitcoin's in a bubble. Really, Bitcoin's in a bubble? How do you like this Dow Jones chart? You know? Look at that, that's just nuts. Of course, this is 2018 and 17. Okay, look at that, that's just crazy, right? That's why, look at that gap down. It's called a gap down when the next day it falls down like that, or it can gap up. So, and of course the MACD is really ugly. The black line cross, so it's like sell, confirm, sell, confirmed, sell yesterday. I know we're up, I think we're up like 150 points like that right now. But we were down 370 points on the Dow Jones. So you can see that gap down, and then of course stay bought up a little bit. It's crazy if I think on one of these, if I back away or if I zoom in to like a 3 month, you'll see I think this is the one that shows the Bollinger Bands on this one, not the VIX. VIX is volatility, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Dow Jones is just the Dow Jones Industrial, right? That I'm showing you guys, DIA. It's a stock you can buy to go up or down on the stock market. Yeah, this is not a good one. I think it might be the, this is just a 3 month. This is not the one. There's the VIX, I'll show you where it shows it pops. You know it's gonna squeeze. So you can see it's like a going down. So that's where, one of those things you just wanna watch, you know, what your last resistance are. We were in blue skies. So in blue skies, we're waiting for some kind of bad news. Is there anything bad news in the market? Just like the Bitcoin. Do you hear anything good about Bitcoin right now? I don't know anything good in Bitcoin, so it's gonna be bad for a while. Do you hear anything good about the stock market? Yeah, it's ultimate highs. There's a lot of good news. There's some little bad news like that, but there's like a lot of good news. So that's why we're just going crazy for this time. But it's been like, what, 9 years since a good time? So I would put some money in the, I'm not giving you financial advice again, but I'll put some money in the market just to ready to short it or to put it or to get ready to go down. I mean, we could be good all this year, but things, usually 7 years, everything settle in and go bad or go back. It's a good, healthy pullback, you know? Like Bitcoin. Bitcoin needs to pull back. It needs to pull back more, though. I know people get mad when I say that, but it does. It needs to pull back more, shake everybody out. I pulled all my stuff off, put it on the ledger, so I'm not selling anything. If I'm gonna trade anything, I'll trade new stuff. So that's just the Dow Jones to look at. See the Bollinger Bands starting to pinch and it breaks out. But I'll show you the reason why. And I knew today it would go up because yesterday was down so much, 370. People panic. When people panic like that, sometimes when it's just a little bit of news like that, you can go ahead and buy some for the next day, you would have made out. So there was nothing for me for a bargain. I mean, I could have made like 80% or 50% on some of the stuff, but to me at the time yesterday, it didn't look like it was a good bargain, some of the stuff that I wanted to buy, the Dow Jones or the VIX. So look at this VIX. Oh, See the Bollinger Bands? I've been watching VIX for a while. VIX is volatility. When the market goes up, VIX goes down. When the market goes down, VIX goes up. VIX is volatility. There's a VIX and there's a VXX. VXX is the S&P 500 short-term futures. Okay, and I like this one. I do weeklies. But look at this chart. You want to see things working and charting? This is a good example of a chart that works. Bollinger Bands are pinching. They broke out. Right here, if you would have, right around here, if you knew, you're like, hey, it looks like these Bollinger Bands are pinching. Looks like it's about to break out because it was all right here, right around here. Boom, you would have made out. Look at that. Volatility just came in crazy. Look at that. Oversold. So that's good. It's buying. It's buying on the MACD. RSI is oversold, and nothing, not even compared to what VIX can go to. So that's why I knew when volatility was coming. I go, why? Well, I saw it going down. I'm like, wow, market's gonna do really good. It's gonna do really well for a while. And I started seeing this come in. I was like, last week, I'm like, for $1,000 on Monday in options, I want to make 10 grand. Usually $1,000, I can make 10 grand. And I go, I would like to buy the Dow Jones or the VIX. I know the market's gonna go up, and I know VIX will go down. And my mind's like, usually sometimes the VIX doesn't go down. There still can be a volatility in there. I bought the VIX. I lost $1,000 for the week, right? And made a bad choice. And then the Dow Jones went up, and I would have made like $5,500. So I made 550%, 550% off of that $1,000. So I made that pretty good. My human nature said, buy the VIX, because you'll make out, so you'll make the 10. So I want to go for the 10 instead of the 55. You know what I mean? So that's what happens when you don't follow your chart. My chart was saying the VIX was going up. So you gotta listen to your charts. There could be a little bit of insight there, because my insight was also telling me don't buy the VIX, but it's cool. It's one of those learning mistakes that you make, even for people who know what they're doing or people know how to read charts, but just you can't follow human nature. So that was pretty cool on the volatility, the VIX. You guys can see that. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that chart, and I know this video went on a little bit, but hopefully it made sense a little bit to you on the Tether, the super blood moon, and then of course some charting here on where we're standing right now too. So don't get too discouraged, but make sure you keep your guys' ledger nano or your cryptocurrency safe. Get your ledger nano S's, TREZORs, KEEPKEYs. No one's doing it. Everybody has their money in there. All the exchanges are scary. You guys look at those exchanges. Those exchanges are scary, man. I keep having a nightmare about Coinbase. Coinbase is going to say they're going to be like blocked or something. I keep having this nightmare. Hopefully it never happens. And hopefully I'm not the guy running around the sky is falling, but look what's going on already. It's kind of a wake-up call. When the exchange is happening, and then the US government saying they're subpoenaed by Tether, please, you guys are in it for the long run, right? Like Yoda says, do or do not. You believe in technology, buy it, pull it off, put it on your ledger. I have the links on my webpage. I have the links on this description on this YouTube channel. Click on it, buy it, pull your stuff off. You won't have nothing to worry about except for that if it goes down. You can go on there and put it on and sell and trade all day long if you want, and have a heart attack by trading day in, day out, day in, day out. Pull some off, pull it all off, or pull some off, and then keep that aside for a long run, you know, for the end of the year or the 5 years or 10 years, whatever, and then trade if you're gonna trade. Buy some new stuff, right? You guys just be real careful, don't get burned, man. I still have, I think Hit BTC has opened my account because I erased my Google authentication and waiting for them to respond. So that's the kind of things, thank God I don't have that much money there. All right, you guys, like, subscribe, Cryptodoctorz, peace out.